Holy cow. Apple, Windows 10, Amazon, and the rest of the top tech companies are hitting new highs and making a lot of money. You won't believe how this will affect XRP and the rest of the crypto market. Big tech earnings are going through the roof, and big tech and cryptocurrency are very closely linked. I have a lot of interesting things to share with you. I also want to tell you about what's going on in big tech and how this explosion of productivity is going to completely change our economies. If you guys don't know, we're seeing it firsthand with Microsoft's quarterly revenue reports. The Google, Apple, and Amazon Meta just came out, and the numbers are really shocking when you look at them. Okay, so Microsoft is basically making more money than they expected to. We can see that Alphabet still hasn't said that Apple made more money than they thought they would. We know that Amazon beat their estimates very well, Meta way beat their estimates, and Tesla way missed their estimates, but that's not what we're talking about, and Nvidia is still due. But if we look at the lovely seven, or the big seven tech companies, one thing that all of them have in common, they're all smashing through their expected earnings except for Tesla. What is driving them? This is the coolest thing. It looks like all of these businesses are doing the same thing. They're using AI accelerated cloud revenue to make their effect bigger. Also, the margins on AI software and tools are basically going up. AI is absolutely massively making all of these companies infinitely more scalable, infinitely more productive, and they are producing so much more as a result that Amazon can now afford to fire 30,000 people. I know some of you are going to look at that and think to yourself, okay, this future is very scary. In the long run, none of these huge tech companies will need any workers to run them. It's going to be all robots and AI, yes. That's the truth we're facing now. I do believe this will lead to the creation of new, more specialized jobs, since people will have to fix robots until they can fix themselves. But this is crazy. Imagine a world where everything is so productive that robots can do all of our boring tasks. We won't have to work anymore because robots will be doing everything. Yes, this is actually taking place right now. There are robots that can do backflips. Okay, don't tell me this isn't happening. It most certainly is. You guys can have your own ideas about what the future holds, but this is what's happening. When businesses do these things, you can see that their growth is nothing short of historic. Meta has grown by 22%, Apple 23%, Google 15%, completely crazy. Each of these tech companies is getting better and better as AI changes the way they work. There are fewer costs to run the business, and more work is getting done. That's just the truth. All of these businesses that use this technology are going through the roof. So here's a very important and stark warning for everyone back home. American teens and young adults can't afford to buy Chipotle right now. On the other hand, the S&P 500 has grown by $18 trillion in just 6 months. This means that asset owners are ahead of everyone else. You could be a broke college student who can't afford Chipotle and just wants to go to a party, or you could be someone who is buying stocks and building generational wealth, or you could be someone who is buying crypto right now and building generational wealth. These are your options. And I do have a sponsor today, BTCC, who is giving you a 50% deposit bonus to get you started on your crypto journey. Make sure you listen until the end for more information on that crazy bonus they are offering. But yes, it's undeniable. We're in one of the best markets right now. We have seen the S&P 500 trade above its 50-day moving average for 125 straight sessions. This is the longest streak since November 2011, when it went 130 sessions. Not only that, but this is the third longest run of the century. It took 149 sessions to break the record set in 2000. Before that, in February 2007, the index stayed above its 50-day moving average for 257 trading days in a row. Take a look at this chart. It's silly that you keep thinking about the past. Based on AI's output, there have only been maybe 2 other times in recent history when things were even close to this level. Boom! Things look like they will keep getting better, and that's not even taking into account the fact that the US government will be doing quantitative easing and stopping quantitative tightening on December 1st. So what's going on here is completely crazy, right? Still coming up are all of these other more bullish factors, which have a 95% positive price correlation with the market. Quantitative easing is one of them. Another crazy thing is the FTX bankruptcy. Okay, so the previous crypto bear market was basically caused by a huge crypto bankruptcy. It was never really broke. When freeing comes on, Sam Bigg says that the company was never bankrupt, and now most people who lost money when FTX went down are getting back up to 120% of what they lost. That's right, you lost $100,000. but now you'll get $120,000 because of the bankruptcy, and FTX will still have $8 billion left over after all of that. After they pay everyone back, they'll be able to run their business better than they were before. I brought this up because this FTX refund alone is bringing billions of dollars back into the crypto market. Due to the end of quantitative tightening and the start of quantitative easing, trillions of dollars will flow into the cryptocurrency market. At the same time, $518 trillion will flow into the S&P. And yes, crypto just came off of a pretty big drop while the S&P was going up. But we know that this happens in cycles. Cryptocurrencies have been waiting a long time for a big rise. XRP in particular, which just came off of a huge correction, is due for one. This is what we need to get ready for. So when we look at the crypto universe, we can see that some very big things are likely going on. Besant, the Treasury Secretary, is meeting with the Prime Minister of Singapore to talk about how to get more people to use cryptocurrencies and safe coins. All of the big US banks with offices in Singapore and around the world are adding stable coins to their crypto services. Right now, this is taking place. You can decide if you want to use these trillions of dollars in cash instead of others. That will be going into those markets, and please keep in mind that the crypto market is not the same size as the stock market. $18 trillion are being added to the 7 most valuable stocks. What a cool thing. Clearly, that's a lot of money that can change your life. Although, if just $5 trillion comes into the crypto market, if you bet on some of these altcoins like XRP, the price could go up 5 to 10 times. Since the market capitalization is much lower right now, there's definitely a lot more potential there. I mean, if you get in early, you'll have a lot more to gain, which is why right now is the best time to do it. This deposit bonus I have with BTCC is amazing for you guys. First, they're giving everyone a 10% deposit bonus, and then there's a draw for a 50% deposit bonus on top of that. All you have to do is sign up and deposit USTD on their platform, which is very easy to do. If you already have crypto on Coinbase or another exchange, all you have to do is sign up using my BTCC link and move your crypto over to get these deposit fees. Or you can sign up for BTCC and add money to your account with a debit or credit card. To do this, all you have to do is click on the BTCC link below and go to my website. It is easy to sign up, and you'll also get a great prize. Once you make a deposit, you'll have free access to my trading community, where I post all of my crypto trades. There have been months when I've made 400% on a single trade, and you can see my whole trading history. You get this access as soon as you sign up and make a deposit on BTCC. Sign up, dude!